So, what do you think of the piece?
I think it's impactful, and that's why I love it.
And you just finished doing a mural. Do you think it's in sync with your goals to raise awareness? Because my whole idea is not to insult or to build on the trendiness of the political artwork, because I've been a political artist for my whole life, and not to exoticize it, but to show support and to see. That's why I don't sign it or anything like that.
I like it. I think it's a great job. It's not offending me at all. Of course, I'm not the regular viewer because I lost my son. So and I'm an artist too. So for me, I support anything that has this direction. And I think we need more of this. And I'm changing that. And you're more than welcome to be with us in this movement, because what you're doing here, it's amazing. It's even more amazing than what I'm doing, because I'm doing what I'm doing because I lost my son. You're doing this because you want to help others. So I have to do what I do. You don't have to do this, but still you do it. So keep on the good job. This is awesome. This is great, and everybody should see this. This should be out there everywhere, and I'm going to share it tonight with everybody.
The main purpose of it was not to be partisan, but just to drive home a point to parents, because this is more than anything geared at parents, and it's supposed to scare parents into understanding and not saying it's not going to happen to my kid.
Well,
not in my school.
Yeah, I used to say that. Actually, yeah. I wasn't sure until the last minute. Because even when I got the call that there was a shooting in my school, in my kids' school, you always tell yourself, okay, Joaquin is okay, he's fine, he's good. There's 4,000 students, so what are the chances? And guess what? Yes, he was one of the victims. And
you have a very sober comedy routine.
I do.
Do you want to tell the audience what your stand-up comedy joke is?
I'm working on a new project called Guac, My Son, My Hero. It's a play, and I tell the funny stories between me and my son. I share them with the public. They love it. They dance, they cry, they feel happy and sad. It's a roller coaster of emotions, and it's also art. And I think that art has that power, and it's so unconventional. It's something that they're not expecting, that is so powerful, and those of us that can actually do this and make it happen, we have to do it, because otherwise we wouldn't be fair with the rest of the people. We have to do what we do because we have the skills to do it. It's our duty to do it. So theater, sculptures, painting, pieces like this one, they have to be out there, and we should all share them.
Like every movement, we hope we don't have to be part of it. What would make you stop? What is your end game that would make you content with your efforts and know that your efforts are over? What would mark that? Would it be gun reform? Would it be hyper security in schools? Right. What would make you breathe again like a normal human being? Because you're running now on pain. What would you think would relieve that pain, and what is the end game for you?
Nothing. The answer in my case is there's no such a thing like a goal that once I reach it, I will stop doing what I'm doing. The price that we paid, it's too high to in any way reach and have a balance in my life again. So as much as I want to do things, and I will reach them, and here's the thing, my goal is to change the gun culture, which is a big, pretty amazing goal to reach, but I think that we, along with the advertising industry and the art, we can put it together and make it happen. However, that's not going to make me stop doing what I'm doing. I don't think I'm ever going to stop. I think I'm going to stop the day that I die. That's it. Other than that, I'll keep on doing every single day what I did today, and exposing and sharing and empowering what you're doing here.
Okay. Do you believe in the Second Amendment says a well-regulated militia? Nobody ever talks about regulated. They avoid that word.
Correct.
Do you think that that's the common ground in this discussion that's polarized in this country, where I see people fighting to look good and be right on both sides, but nobody's looking at the fact that even the fathers that created that amendment said a well-regulated. That means well-tuned.
Correct.
And nobody discusses the meaning of that word regulated.
Right.
I think we need to look a little bit more and come closer to the table and agree on something, at least to stop the needless and senseless murders that are going on.
I think that you shouldn't fight what I do with the argument of there's a Second Amendment that gives me the right to carry a gun, because it's not related, one thing and the other. My son was murdered by someone that had access to an assault rifle. That shouldn't be okay for anyone. For anyone. Like, you can be the most Republican American person and still disagree with that because it's not fair, as much as I disagree with it. So, yes, there is a meaning on that amendment that it could be read in different ways. I get it. I think that we need to control the access of guns the same way that we control everything. This is the country, the nation of control. We have the seatbelts, we control the tobacco industry, but we're afraid, not me, but some people is afraid to talk about guns and the Second Amendment and what it says exactly and what it means exactly. So, because I'm not afraid and because I'm not getting any money from any lobby group or any organization, I can say the things that I say.
Yeah, me too.
Right. So that's why the people that don't want to talk about that and they don't want to talk about the regulated militia is because they are either afraid or they receive money from them. So it's a small group, but it has a lot of power. But there's more of us. And we're going to change the behavior, the social behavior is what we need to change today.
Thank you.
No, thank you, my friend.